Okay, right? Good evening, all. Good evening. So, hope some of you already finished the term test, right? Right? By now already have finished the exams, right? So it's a good thing. So, but some of you are still haven't done the exam, right? And I think few of you have completed the exam, and some of you are having the exam in next week. Some of you are having the exam in August, right? Yes, Hiruhei says we have mathematics tomorrow, right? Okay, great. Yeah. So the thing is that we are going to do today, right? Will be there in the exam tomorrow, right? May පාඩම lazy, right? That's it. Lesson is not easy, right? So you can understand each and everything, right? So this is an easy lesson, right? Devbhara is saying yes, science is there tomorrow, right? Okay, great. Okay, right? So let's start. I'm gonna. This is your 19th lesson, now. 19th lesson. Set. Right? 19th lesson. Sets. Right? So first of all, I have given you something. What is a set? What is a set? So set is called something that is identifiable. Right? We can clearly identify the number of elements inside a set. So we are calling it collection of identifiable objects, right? Collection of identifiable objects is called a set. Right? So first of all, let's write it. Right? So you have what is a set, right? So please write down set is a collection of identifiable objects. Identifiable objects, right? Set is a collection of identifiable objects. Right?
Sir, is it all? Is it all?
Yep, set is a collection of identifiable objects. That's all. So that is the introduction of set. Right? So I am going to give you some examples later. First of all, let's clarify. Right? Let's clarify the theory part. Theory part, right? So then I have given you an example. Right? So I will explain here the example. So you already know this one. Right? Let A be the, right? A can be written down as set of odd numbers between, right? Odd numbers between, don't write. Odd numbers between 0 and 10. 0 and 10, right? I am not going to use bracket right now. A is this. A is called odd numbers between 0 and 10. So here the most important thing you need to understand is this word. Yes, you know what are the odd numbers? You know that. What are the odd numbers? Okay, right?
1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Yeah, right. So between 0 and 10. So here you have set is a collection of identifiable objects. So they have given some kind of a limitation, right? So where should you should start? Where should you should end? Right? Identify. We can clearly identify. Within this range, I have to identify the odd numbers within this range. And most important word, between. Right? Between. Right? Between. When you are having this between word, can you include 0 or 10 into your answer? Can you include 0 or 10 into your answer when you are having the between word? Now, I think you have covered this lesson in the school as well. Please tell me, Kianwa. Tell me. Now, if you are using this word, right, can you write, right, or can you include 0 or 10 into your answer? If it is yes, no, you can't use. If 0 or 10 is an answer for this one, you cannot include that because between, right, in between 0 and 10, you have to write the answer. You cannot include 0 or 10 to your answer because this word. But if you had something like this, keep this thing in your mind. I am explaining the difference. Now, if you have something like this odd numbers from 0 to 10, I will say odd numbers from 0 to 30, right? 0 to 30. Now, can you include this 30 into your answer? I will change. Abhute? Yes or no?
No.
No. Nirusha?
No.
Right, I will change this like this. Odd numbers between 0 and 30. Odd numbers between 0 and 30. Right. You know 13 is an odd number. 13 is an odd number. Right?
No.
Can you include this 13 into your answer? Yes or no? Between. No.
No.
Right? Now I am again asking from you. A is an odd number from 0 to 30. From 0 to 30. Can you include 30 to your answer? Include, right? You can do it, right? Yes. So that is the difference between, right? These two words are between and from. No need to write this. Right? No need to write this. I just want you to understand the difference. Right? This is not in the tube. Later we will discuss. Right? But at the beginning, I told you the difference so that you can save it in your mind. Right? Right. Now I am going to the question. Right. Between 0 and 10. Right. Now you know the theme. Right. So I have given some blank space there. So please A equals open curly brackets, right? Then you have some space, right, and close curly brackets. So what are the suitable numbers that you can put here? What are the suitable numbers that you can put here? Odd numbers between 0 and 10. Odd numbers between 0 and 10.
1 to 9.
1 to 9.
1 to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Odd numbers, right? 2 is an odd number. 4 is an odd number. 6 is an odd number. Right?
No.
8 is an odd number.
No, sir.
So, what are the odd numbers?
1, 3, 5, 7,
9.
9.
3, 5, 7, right? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So, this is your answer. This should be your answer, right? A equals, right? A equals open curly bracket 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Please write this, Melia. Please write this. Krihansa is saying, so we have maths on this Friday. Great. Yeah. Right? Okay, so I have given you all. Right. So this is the name of the set. This is the name of the set. Name of the set. Right? And all of these things are called elements. Yes. Right? These things are called elements, or we can say members. Or we can say members. Right? In your exam, sometimes you might heard these two words, elements or members. Write down the members of the set, this set. Write down the elements of this set, so on and so forth. Right? Members or elements. Both of them are correct. Huh? Right. Now I have given some important points. So first of all, I will explain the important points, and then I will share the screen and let you know. Then you can write. First of all, please focus on the board. Focus on the board. Okay? Don't do anything. First point. When you are writing a set, a particular set, you need to write the elements. Right? You need to write the elements or members inside curly brackets. Right? Elements should be there. Don't write. Right? Elements should be there. Then, second important thing is, right? This is an technique. Second important thing is, when you are writing elements, to separate two elements, you need to use a comma, right? Blah, blah. This is element 1. This is element 2. This is element 3. This is element 4. Element 5. So you are using a comma to separate two elements. Important thing. Right? Then, so for an example, third one, you cannot repeat same element twice. When you are writing down a set, you cannot repeat same element twice. For an example, you cannot write something like this. Simple A, B, C, A, comma D. Now, is this correct?
Wrong.
No, why is that?
Because
A is repeated.
Element A has been repeated twice. So you no need to write A again, right? So the answer will be this, A, B, C, D, right? Hope you got this. Right? I will share the screen and I will type these things on the screen, right? So that you can write. Wait. Right. So the instant you main mama name main right? Have a comment. Come on. This is the things that you are going to learn, right? Right? In your grade, you are not going to learn about this Venn diagram thing. Right? The Venn diagram it comes on in grade 9, right? Yes. So we have done this. We have done here. Here. Even with the important points. Right? So let's try how we right. So the first point, as I told you earlier, when you are writing down and say, right, you need to use the curly brackets, right? So use curly brackets to write the elements. Use curly brackets to write the elements inside it. That is the first point. Second, as I told you earlier, you can use commas to separate each and every element. Right? So let's write separate each element. Sorry, each element using a comma. Right? Third one, as I told you earlier, so no element can be repeated. Right? Or element can be repeated. That means you cannot write same element twice. You cannot write same element twice. Right? So these are most important points that you need to remember. The right. When you finish writing, please send me Dia. Dia Kiran. Right. Okay. Right. Hope you have done. I'm going to clear. Right. Right. So now we are going to do this. Right. So now we are going to do this. We are going to identify whether these things are actually sets, belongs to set or not. Right. Right. So how we are going to do this? අපි කොහොමද මේක කරන්නේ? Right. So copy the following expressions in your exercise book. So you no need to do that. කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. No need to do that. If an expression defines a set, you have to put this form. You have to put here it should be correction mark. Okay? Otherwise, place from, right? Please ignore these things. Copy the following expressions, right? In your exercise book. No need to do this, right? If an expression defines a set, place correction mark in front of it. Otherwise, place from mark, right? So multiples of 3 between 0 and 20. Now, what I am asking is, can you identify this set clearly. Can you identify, right, this set clearly? Yes or no? Multiples of 3. Do you know that? Yes or no? You know. Yes. Can you write the multiples between 0 and 20? Yes. Multiples of 3 between 0 and 20 you can write. Yes. Both are yes. So this is a set. This is a set. So I will use correction mark. The months of the year, can you clearly identify? Can you
Yes.
clearly? Yes. Again correction mark. Now this one. Beautiful flowers.
No.
No.
No. Right? What is that? Right? All flowers might be beautiful, but they are not saying, right, which category, right? All right. In the whole world there are beautiful flowers, right? Right? Now, if they are saying like this beautiful flowers in our home garden, right? There is a limitation, right? So if they ask from you, write down the beautiful flowers, right, in our home garden. Now this is a set, right? This is a set now, right? Home garden. Right? So shall I type it? In our home garden, right? If they are saying in our home garden, there is a limitation, right? For the limit, right? There is a boundary. But when they are saying beautiful flowers, can you find any boundary there? Can you find any limitation there? No, no. Right? Sometimes they might refer whole world in the earth. Right?
We can't identify clearly, sir.
We cannot identify it clearly. Right? It's not defined. Defined. Right? So this is wrong. This is not a set. Right? Prime numbers. They are still prime numbers.
No. Set.
Yes or no? You need to think clearly.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. These are not just numbers. They are asking what are the prime numbers? What are the prime numbers? So you can identify the as prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7. Then next one. What is the next one? Can anyone tell me? Next prime number.
11.
11. Right? 11. Yes. I was expecting when some of you are saying like right? 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, sir.
No, sir, it is multiplied by 3.
Yeah, this is a multiple of 3, right? So these have more than more than 2 factors, right? These have more than 2 factors. So 9 is not a prime number. Right? So then 7, then after that we can write 11. So that's how we are going to continue. 11, then 13, then what? Next number? 11, 13. Kian, tell me. What is the next prime number? Huh?
17.
50.
70.
Isn't it 50?
17.
17, 50. Yes.
17.
Yeah. There is no 15, right? Yeah, 17. It should be 17. Yes, good. Yes. It should be 17. 15 is not the prime number. It has more than 3 factors. More than 2 factors. So, up to infinity you can write. Yes. After 17 also there are a lot of prime number 17, 19, 21, 23, right? Then 27, blah 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 up to infinity. Up to infinity. So prime number is right? Prime number is a set. Prime number is a sigma. I will clear these things. I'm making clear. Right. So the last one. Told people. Told people.
No.
No, that's not a set. Yes, your answer is correct. Told people. Compared to which one? Compared to which height? Right? So can we clearly identify? Now I will show you. I will show you. Now think this is a man. Right? And this is another one. And this is another one. This is another one. This is another one. Another one. Another one. Right? Another one. Another one. Another one. Right? Now someone is saying, please identify tall man, tall people here. Can you do that? Tall people.
No, sir.
No. Tall people. You cannot do that. But if I say you, right? Identify people who is more than 3 feet. Right? Now tell me. Now you are saying this first one is not the tall people is not the set. And what can you say about the second one? People who is more than 3 feet? Is it the set?
Yes.
Yes. Why? Any? You can clearly identify. So you are going to pick the people, you are going to select the people who is more than 3 feet. Okay? You can clearly identify the people. Now, if I say this is the three feet limitation, right? This is the 3 feet limitation, and these guys will be rejected. They are not told when the man rejected. This one rejected, and this one rejected. Right? So now you can clearly identify who are the tall people. Right? People who is more than 3 feet. Okay? This guy is the person who is more than 3 feet. This guy more than 3 feet. This guy more than 3. 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 Right? So this is a correct set. So but here you have tall people. There is no clearly identifiable measure. Right? There is no clearly identifiable limitation. Or there is no clearly identifiable boundary. So it is not a set. Make a set happening. Please drink some water when you are studying. Or study right? Right. I hope you done. And I'm going to clear this now. Please take it to your mind. This thing. Okay. Please catch the pattern. Pattern identifier, right? So that you can do this. Chavilu's exam ends tomorrow, and also all the way. Devhara, your exam ends tomorrow, right? Great. Right. Each of the following sets are expressed using a common characteristic of its elements. Rewrite each set by listing all its elements within the brackets. Okay. Very easy. How we are going to do that? Right. First of all, right? A square numbers between 0 and 20. I will give you 2 minutes to complete this. Then I am going to discuss so that you can check your answers later. Right? I am going to give you 2 minutes. Now it is 7:09. I'll give you until 7:11. Right? Start doing. I will do the first one for you. I am also going to do the complete thing. So what you have to do is A equals open bracket, close curly bracket. Inside this curly bracket, you have to write down the element by separating it using by comma. I will write the square numbers between 0 and 20. First square number is 1 because 0 and 20. Second square number is 4. Right? Comma. Blah blah blah. Right? Then write B, then write C, then write D, then write E. And if you can, please send me the answers to the chat. I want to see who finishes first. All 5. A, B, C, D, E. Do it fast. Very tough. To the main chat කියලා දාන්න. Please send it to the main chat. You can type all the answers in a single chat, a single message. Then it will be very easy for me to identify who is doing the first place. Do all 5. A, B, C, D, E. I'll give you another extra 2 minutes. No need to type. Once you have completed, please send me the no need to type. Type कर होने दो. I will have done. Right? What are the other? Geography. And the provinces of Sri Lanka. Javier is asking, sir, are we learning here the geography? Yeah, I got it. That's for your extra knowledge, right? මටවත් මතක නෑ ඔයාලගේ. How many provinces are there in Sri Lanka actually? Okay. Nine. It over here game. Right, okay, guys. Alright, Devara has sent me all the things and except last one, right? Yeah, last one come out. Yeah, right. So let's see the other one. Right? 1, 4. Then next one is 3 into 3, 9. Next one square numbers 4 into 4, 16. Next one square numbers 5 into 5, 25. Can you include 25? No. It's more than 20. More than 20. So you have to stop from here. Right? 1, 4, 9, 16. Then D equals, right? Open curly bracket. The letters in the word Maharagama. Right? So first things first, D equals open curly bracket. Right? I am going to write unique letters. Right? Unique letters. So M, yes, we have comma. A, yes, we have to write comma. H, we have to write. It is not a repeated one. Comma. Again you have A, but we have already written down A inside the curly bracket. Okay? So we are not going to write. Then unique one R. Come on. Again you have A. After that Mahara, A. G. G. Right? Then again A. I am not going to write it. Right? Then again you have M. Right? Now that's all. So MAHRGM, right? Should be the answer. The months with 31 days out. So see, first things first, open curly bracket. January is a month, right? I will try again.
Maharagama, you have write M twice.
I do it. Yes, excellent, right? So here you cannot write down it because it can be repeated twice. Thank you, Bharat. It can be repeated twice. So you are not going to write it because it is here as well. Right, great. Yes, sir. Yeah. Right. Okay. So next one, this is Jan. Now February 28 days, right? Or 29. March, yes. Comma, then April, no. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, right? May. June, July. July is 31st. Right? Date. Then again August. Right? August, September, October, OTT. November is not a 31-day month, right? December, right? So this is the last. Right? December. And close bracket. Close curly bracket. The digits in the number, right? 41,242. Digits in the number 41,242. So I will write it here. T equals open curly brackets. 4 is a unique number.
4, 1, 2.
2. Yes, 4, 1, 2. Right? Again, 4, 2 is there again, but they are repeating. Close curly bracket. Then the provinces of Sri Lanka are moved. Right? Even I can't repeat it, right? First province is Western province, right? Then, sorry. Part E equals open curly bracket. Western province, I am not going to write province part. Then central province, right? Comma. Then southern province, comma. Right? Then northern province, yes, northern province, comma. Eastern province, comma. Northwestern, northwestern, right? Then then
North Central Province.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, North Central is between, right? Yes. Thank you. North Central. Well, I'm going to learn on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. So these are the answers that you need to write. And please tell me D once you have completed. Send me D once you have completed. Okay. Right. Yes. This lesson is not hard, right? Very easy. Yes. This lesson is very easy. मैं अमाउंट करना පුළුවන්. එපා වෙලා යන්නේ. එපා වෙලා යන්නේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාලා නම් මගේ කරන්නේ නැහැ. Right. Okay. So I am going to move to the next part. I am moving to the next part. So shall we do the third part as well? Right. Let A be the set of all multiples of 2 between 1 and 50. So express the set A using a common characteristic of its element. Using the common characteristic. What is the common characteristic that we can see? Multiples of 2. Right? Multiples of 2 is the common characteristics between 1 and 50. So you can write the answer as let A, right? The set name is A. A equals open bracket, right? Open curly bracket. Within the curly bracket, you have to use, well, you have to write the description. Multiples of 2 between 1 and 50. Right now, I think you know how to write the second one. Write the set A again, listing all its elements within curly brackets. Very easy. Do it fast in color. Multiples of 2 between 1 and 50. So first one should be 2. The next multiple is 4. The next multiple is 6. The next multiple is 8. The next multiple is 10. The next multiple is 12. The next multiple is 14. The next multiple is 60. Can you take 60? No.
No.
They are asking the multiples of 2 between 1 and 50. So 16 is greater than 50. So we are not going to write 50. So this is your answer. Okay. Right, now I'll come to the board. From board getting on. Right. I'm going to stop sharing. Now we are going to do the take notation. Right? The take notation. So I will do it. So first of all, I am going to explain. Don't do anything and focus on the book. Don't do anything. Focus on the book. Right? So the under set notation, right? We are going to deal with a special thing, right? So please never forget this. Never forget this, right? So there is a mathematical way to represent this sentence, right? And we are going to figure it out, right? I am going to give you an like 2-3 word sentence. So that sentence totally can be expressed by using single mathematical notation. It is a Greek letter, right? Greek letter. So I have given you, right? I have given you two parallel spaces, right? Two parallel spaces, right? On the top parallel space, you have to write something like 5. This is called 5, not E. E means this, no. This is not. You have to take curved edges. You have to take curved vertex, right? No vertex is there. Sorry, curved vertex, right? Curved edges, right? So then this is not a curved edge. Right? E is right here. You have a vertex, right? Vertex, and this is E, but this is C E, right? But this is C E, C E, right? First of all, you have to write C, then put an E. This is called 5. Right? It's called 5. And what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is, this says
This
is,
is a element of like this.
this is an element of, is an element of, that is the meaning of the single letter symbol. The meaning of this symbol is an element of, right? Is an element of, right? So then please write this, right? In the next symbol, right, I am going to give you is not an element of, but is another very easy, right? So I will write this one first. Is not an element of. How we are going to represent this? Is not an element of, right?
Put like first, then we have to cut down.
Yes, excellent. We have to cut it. So first we have to write is an element. That means this file CE, right? CE. Right? Don't pronounce like that. This is file, right? Now this is not an element of. This is refers to is an element of. This refers to is an element of. Not means cut. Not means cut by using a single dash. By using a single dash, cut it. That means is not an element of. Is not an element of. Right? Is not an element of. Cut it. Just cut it. Right? By using a single dash. Right? Right. Then I have given a example set again. I'm going to share the screen. So that means like both be clear. Available. First name. Today in the school, did you cover this thing? I think you have done, right? I hope most of the schools have already paid. Monkey wagon, make anything now. Exam. This part will be covered in the exam also. Right. Okay. I'm going to share the screen. This one. Right. Set notation. You have covered is an element of, is not an element of. Right. Example set one. Now we are going to do this. Now this is the set x is equal to even numbers between 0 and 10. Right. Please send me the answer for this. Right. For this one. Please send me the answer. What is the answer for x? Right. X is equal to what? Which numbers? Tell me fast. Do it.
268.
Let me go to the first place. Hirushara second, third Methulan, 4,000 great. Right? Right. Okay. Hope you have done. Right. So the even numbers are made between. Important word between 0 and 10. You cannot include 0 and you cannot include 10 to the answers because the word between is here. Right. Right. Okay. I am going to write the answer. 0 and 10. No? Right. We have to begin from 2. Right. Then 4, then 6, 8. You have to end up with 2, right? Okay. So I will write here. You can pick whatever you want. Huh? So I will take 2 is an element of x. So the here 2 is an element of x, right? Yes. How to represent that by using the notation? 2 is an element of x. How to represent that? Let me show you. In my pen. Right? 2, right, is an element, that is 5, right? 2 is an element of x. Right? 2 is an element of x. Right? 2 is an element of x. Now I will ask from you, here 6 is an element of x. 8 is an element of x. So please fill these two. Fill this one and this one. 6 is an element of x. 8 is an element of x. Fill it. Right. So I am going to write. Okay. So here you have like 6 on. 6 is an element of x. Right. 8 is an element of x. Right. Then what about 5? What about
5 is not an element of x.
here? It's not an element of x. Here it should be not. And 9 is not.
An element also.
There's not an element of. So how you are going to provide it as the answer? 5.
5, then cut down an x.
Cut down x. 5 is not an element of x. Then 9 is not an element of x. 9 is not an element of x. Right? 9 is not an element of x. So this is how you are going to represent it. 2 is an element of x. 6 is an element of x. 8 is an element of x. 5 is not an element of x. 9 is not an element of x. That is how we are going to read. This is how we are going to present it mathematically. Right? Hope you have done this. Right. Then let's do the next part. Right, let's go for this. Use set notation to write below. Right, okay. Please write this. Use only the set notation. Huh? You have to use the symbol. Right, set notation only. So just write for an example. I will say 7 is an element. Of the prime numbers, right? Of prime numbers. Of prime with, I will use this. This is how we are going to do this. Open curly bracket, close curly bracket. Prime numbers. And we are going to do the second one. The cat is an element of the set of domestic animals, right? So you may write. First you have to write cat. Then you have to, here you have is an element of, you know how to represent it, is an element of. Then open curly bracket. Right? Domestic animals. Now you know how to do. Please do it. A triangle is not an element of the set of quadrilaterals, right? So, first of all, triangle, right? Triangle is not. I will use a different word. Is not an element of set of quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals. Open curly bracket, close curly bracket. 16 is an element of the set of perfect spheres. Okay. 16 is here, right? Then I will write this one perfect spheres. Right. So it says 16 is an element of means is not E. Most of you have done. Great, anyway. Super. Right. So a fish is not an element of not. Right. Fish. An element of set of birds. Yes, it is correct. Fish is not a bird. Right. It is not a bird. It is not an element. So that this is not E, as I told you earlier, CE, right? First of all, you have to write on C, then make it E. This is 5, right? Then January is an element of January is an element of the set of month of the years, right? Months of the years. Years තමයි පාඩම් කරේ නැත්තම්. Years of the years. So these should be the answers. First of all, open curly bracket, right? Then close curly bracket. Right? Open curly bracket, close curly bracket. Right? Right. So you have to provide the answers like this. Maybe right. So I hope you got this one. Right? I am going to stop sharing. Right. Now we are going to learn about number of elements in a set. Number of elements in a set. Come to the page number 3. Come to the page number 3. Come to the page number 3. Right. So number of elements in a set. Number of elements in a set. So we are going to count how many numbers of elements are there. We are going to count how many elements are there inside the curly brackets of a particular set. Right? So you know how to count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blah blah blah. You know how to do that. But how you are going to represent it in mathematical way? Number of elements in set A. That is how we are going to read. But in mathematical, how we are going to represent it? Focus on the book. Next. First of all, I have given the notation NA. Right? NA is used to denote the number of elements in the set. If you use this, the meaning of this is number of elements in set A. Right. So the mathematical language is easy. Right? Mathematical language is easy, but when we are writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words in mathematical way, this small part. Right. So number of elements. So this is the meaning. N represents number of number of elements. N represents number of elements in set A. Number of elements in set A. Right. Number of elements in set A. That is how we are going to read it. This is the mathematical representation. So I hope you got that. Very simple thing. Right. Then I have given you the example number 1. Example number 1. And I have asked some few questions as well. Right. I will share the screen so that you can write those things with me. So that is the main thing you need to identify and you need to Netflix has done all the exercise in 9.1. Great. Yeah. Super. So this is the thing that I have explained to you earlier, the notation. Right? Number of elements in A is used to denote the number of elements in set A. Right? So example number 1. A has been already given, right? A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now I am asking from you, how many number of elements are there in set A? How many numbers of elements are there? Count them inside the 5, right? So how to count? When the count. Now the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 elements. And there are 5 elements. Right? Then how to denote this? How to denote this? Maybe number of elements in A. Right? Number of elements in A. Now I am going to represent this whole thing, right? This whole thing in a mathematical way. Right? In a mathematical way. So first of all, I will represent this part in main. Right? Represent this part. I am going to do it here. Then 5 elements I am going to write it here. Right? So if you want, you can put some arrows there so that you can understand what we have done. Right? So number of elements in set A. How to represent that? Number of elements in A, set A. Right? Very basically, it is 5. NA equals 5. NA equals 5. So N stands for Right? N stands for number of elements. Number of elements. Right? Then this total thing means right, number of elements in set A is 5, right? Is 5. So that this is the thing you need to understand. You don't need to mention this. Okay? So you need to identify the pattern, right? Number of, here you have number of elements in A is 5. So this is the full meaning of this. So this one, the full meaning is this. Number of elements in set A is 5. The number of elements in set A is 5. Here N stands for, this N stands for, right, number of elements. This N stands for number of elements. Yes, let me send me the answer as well. Yes, Tayo, we are getting the break at 7:55. Right? So then when you are, please try this. Hey, yeah, please. Once you have finished writing, let me know. Please send me D. Are you good? This. Then all the way they will. Right. So I want to see that you got this 100%. So that let's do an example. Let's do an example. Right. So there are a set of examples down there. There you are. Example number 2. For the below example, find the set with its elements within curly brackets and write the number of elements of each set using the notation. Right. So first of this one I will do. I will do this. Right. A equals months of the year having 30 days. Right. Having 30 days. A equals actually February month we cannot take because it says 28 and 29 days. January, February, March we can take April. Right. Sorry. Open curly bracket. Right. We have to take April. 30 days. Right. April, May, June. Please do it with me. June. September.
November.
Only these 4 months is having, right, 30 days, right? So then they are asking from you, write down the all elements within curly brackets and number of elements of the set. So the number of elements in set A is equal to, what is the number? Count the elements, number of elements. How many number of elements are there in set A? Please tell me.
4.
Yeah, 4.
4.
Yes. N A equals 4. Number of elements in set A is 4. Right? Likewise, do example number 3. Right? Do example number 3, 4 and 5. 3, 4, 5. Do all and send me. And meanwhile, we are taking the break as well. We break it down. We are meeting at 8. Okay, I will discuss these things